Getting hostile over there. Avoid jumping. I'm not sure. I think someone's targeting me. Need to recharge my shields. Good. We're inside.
Care package. I love these things.
Yo, how's it going?
What's going on,
Ohio gozaimasu.
Hola.
No, it would be
Hola.
konnichiwa because it's not morning. It's afternoon. Here it is, anyway. Anyway,
I'm trying to think, too.
Yoruichi back. Bronzy back.
Bronzy over here.
Up in the building. Alright, guys, so the last video that we did, we were, we dove a little bit into the basics of Apex. We're going to continue off from where we left off, going back to the firing range. So the first thing we should discuss is movement.
Movement. Oh, yeah.
Movement is quite important in this game. Actually, I would have to say it's probably one of the most important parts of this game. This is a very fast-paced game.
It is. Very.
So you have to be moving constantly. If you're standing still trying to count how many clouds are in the sky, then you are going to die.
Yeah, very quickly.
You need to move as much as you can. Even if you don't know where you're moving to, I would recommend just move.
Yeah, just move
go.
around. Just like do this, a little bit of that, a little ducking. I know I do that. Like even when you're healing,
Oh, yes.
move around.
Yes.
Because you don't know where Sniper is.
you don't.
Man.
You really
know.
don't.
Unless you're Wraith, but even Wraith, she kind of sucks.
They kind of nerfed her. One of the really important things, what I would have to say, is sliding. With sliding in this game, you have to pick up speed, so you start off by running, and then once you get to a certain speed level, when you jump in the air or just slide onto the ground, you'll pick up some momentum and slide, especially when you're going down a hill. You'll really get some speed going. Then another important part is you can also slide backwards.
Oh, yes.
You pick up enough speed, you can jump up and slide backwards. I personally find that really important because if you're shooting someone who's in front of you and they end up getting more damage on you than you're getting on them, you need to get out of there quickly.
Yeah.
But you can't run out of there. So the best way to get out of there would be jumping and sliding backwards and then running and hiding somewhere to heal up. We also got crouching,
which is just simply tapping B.
A lot of folks use this when they're trying to sneak up on an enemy because
when you crouch, your footsteps are quieter.
Yes, this game, I'm sure you guys will notice as you're playing, you can hear footsteps. Footsteps are very important. When you hear really, really loud footsteps, that's the enemy.
Yeah, two types of different footsteps. Like the obvious ones, which are your teammates, but then the loud ones. Those are enemies.
Target spotted.
Contact with target. Arch. Spotted me. I'm taking shots.
Nice shots fired and
Phasing. Someone's got a shot on me pretty sure.
Slide to the side, as she just showed.
Oh, yeah.
You can slide any direction, quite honestly.
As long as you build up enough momentum, so like takes.
Yep.
Just gotta run for a certain amount of time, and then bam, slide.
There you go. There you go. It's really important. How Bronzy also taught me is if you can't find a gun, you're gonna have to start punching.
Oh yeah.
And kicking. So to kick, you jump in the air like she just showed. There you go, and you can kick your enemy, and then you can also punch them. I have gotten.
Then you can do the.
Yeah, there you go. Uppercut. But I have actually done a couple squad wipes from punching people to death. If you are stealthy enough, and if you are fast enough, and if you can keep your eye on your enemy, you can punch people to death.
Oh,
and it's something that it comes in handy when you can't find a gun. Obviously, Bronzy can't kick or punch.
Excuse me on that one, you guys.
But the thing about it is you have to maneuver very well to kick or punch your enemy to death. Because they're going to be...
They're going to try and shoot at you.
There's your movement there. There you go.
Twist kick. There you go.
Twist kick.
Then
uppercut.
Slide.
And then slide. Yep.
Practice this in the firing range, especially.
Oh, yeah. Sometimes if you end up landing right alongside someone else and they're trying to loot and you're like, hey, I want that gun. Just punch them.
Yeah.
Grab the gun and then start shooting. I've done that a lot of times.
It's funny.
It's very funny. It catches a lot of the enemies off guard. Now you may need to, in your setting, you may need to set your settings to auto sprint.
Yes.
First start the game, it's not on auto sprint.
No, it's on just the normal default one where you gotta toggle it.
Yeah, so I've played with a few people who are new who have gotten on mic and have asked me, how are you guys so fast? Because it's not on auto sprint, so the normal speed is very slow and you will get shot down. So I would recommend changing it to auto sprint. Yeah, change that one there. as BronzIchi's showing us right
Yes,
here.
right here. There you go.
Yeah.
What I said on the last video. Yeah, definitely mess around with your
Mess
settings.
around with your settings.
Look up settings that are great for beginners.
Okay, so now we can kind of move on to communicating to your squad mates. If you don't have a mic, or if you'd rather not use a mic, what makes this game really awesome is you can ping.
System.
I love the pinging system.
Yeah.
That was probably the biggest thing in this game that really got me hooked, was because like Call of Duty and a lot of other games, you have to get on mic and you have to actually talk to people. Which talking to people ain't bad, but sometimes people can be a-holes.
Yes.
We all know that
Yeah,
very well. There's toxic folks out there. This game, you don't have to. If you use your pinging system just right, you can tell your squad mates everything pretty much that you're looking at, or that's going on around you.
Yeah, if you
So-
want to like attack, you'd be like, I'm attacking. By the way, if you want to look at the ping wheel, hold down RB. I don't know the controls by names, you guys.
I don't either.
I
I just press
do
them.
it, yeah.
You hold down RB and it'll show you the ping wheel, and you can just, whatever is going on, you can kind of go around there and tell your squad mates, okay, I'm going over here. You can also click it again to cancel it. What makes it really important though, guys, is when you go to land down and say you're going into another building because you need to loot, you gotta tell your squad mates that. Because if you're going into another building and you're running off somewhere else because you need to find goods, they don't know what you're doing.
Or you need to go somewhere, just bam.
Yeah. Just
I'm going over
ping
there.
it. Just point,
Just telling you guys.
point that little dot in the screen there and just ping it over there.
And also with the pinging, if you find an enemy, double tap this
There you
RB.
go.
You always double tap.
Double tap it.
Even if you hear something
Yeah.
like an enemy, just double tap.
If you feel uncertain, if you just feel like, okay, I hear a lot
Contact
of
with
footsteps, or you feel like, okay, someone's kind of getting close, they're getting to my personal space, then just ping it. Because I am the type of player where I would rather for someone to be a bit paranoid than to not say anything at all. It's kind of annoying to, have someone who doesn't say anything at all,
and then next
then
thing
it's
you
like,
know, they're getting shot.
okay.
It's like, alright.
everyone has
Someone's
different
been
playing
here.
styles, but
Bam.
I personally recommend before you attack, if you know you are going to attack the enemy, ping the enemy first.
Yes, ping where they are, where you see them, just so that your teammates know, because this is
Arcs
a
are out.
team-based game.
It's a very team-based game. Whether you're playing duos or trios, they need to know what's going on. So ping that enemy first, and then go and attack.
Should always
Contact.
remember RB. That's to like ping something.
Let's go this
double
way.
tap enemy, then the ping wheel.
Hostile
Just hold
close.
down RB, cycle through it with the
Whatever you want.
that this thing right
Analog
there.
stick.
Analog stick.
I'm gonna
And
check
then
over
you can
there for
also
loot.
ping loot. So sometimes your squad mates will say, I need heavy ammo. And if you come across heavy ammo,
I need
you
a
can just
weapon.
go over there and just ping it. Heavy ammo here. There
Or
you
you
Heavy
go.
like
ammo
need
here.
something like a body shield or a backpack. Go in your inventory, which is menu button, and then bam,
And it'll
ping
request
you with
it.
RB.
I need
Good
a knockdown
communication.
shield.
Communication
Yes, always
is definitely the key in this game. It is the key
Yeah, it is.
to a successful championship.
That's what the devs said. That's what the devs said. Oh damn.
Alright guys, well that was our second part to how to play Apex, another basic one.
Communication.
This
and
one was
movement.
definitely about communication and movement, really important. Like we said, squad-based game. Act as a squad,
Always
especially
always
this
think about
season.
your squad. Unless you know your squad. Like, I don't really care about you. Then that's probably when you
Then that's probably when you're going to have to
A lot of
try and
situations
fend for
happen,
yourself. Unfortunately, that does happen.
Yes.
Next one, we will dive into the guns. So, thanks for watching.
There we go.
Another How to Play Apex with BronzIchi.
Bronzy.
And we will see you guys next time.